Let me tell y'all, that's sexy. This boy that created us a new flyer, honey. That bad boy is sexy. I just saw that. Oh, that thing's sexy.
Got to feel something on it, something different.
Yes.
What's up, y'all? What's going on? What's going on? We are here.
Happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday.
Yes. Y'all know I love a good black. Y'all go ahead and share the page right now.
Share the page. Yeah. Warriors is on playing, so
the
Warriors are on.
Oh, the Warriors is on. What's up, YouTube?
What's going on? Before we get all deep and stuff, I just wanted to play a little comedy, so take a look. Enjoy.
Damn, that's fucked up. Everything fell apart in my family. No, because you kept eating.
Well, I kicked him out, baby. Packed it, put it on the side of the house, and left a note. And told him to get the out.
Damn.
I used to tell her all the time, girl, you're getting too damn big, you better lose some weight.
Hey, cut the shit now. I don't like your wig, but I like you.
No mother do not like no big fat ass daughter.
Hell no, cut the
No, I can't. I won't.
Did y'all hear what she said about her husband? You hear what she said about her husband? Hold on,
I thought that was the mama talking about the daughter.
Everything fell apart in my family. No, because you kept eating. Damn.
Okay, she finna tell how she got rid of her husband.
They cheated on my mom.
Damn, that's fucked up.
Everything fell apart in my family.
No, because you kept eating.
Well, I kicked him out, baby. Packed it, put it on the side of the house, and left a note. And told him to get the out.
Damn.
I used to tell her all the time, girl, you're getting too damn big, you better lose some weight.
Hey, cut the shit now. I don't like your wig, but I like you.
No mother do not like no big fat ass daughter.
Hell no, cut the
So she said she kicked the husband out. She threw all the shit out on the side of the house and told him he had to go. So the girl was blaming that on her weight.
Oh.
Said, no, that ain't had nothing to do with you. You just kept on eating.
Oh, okay. OMG.
So that's our comedy for the week.
Yeah.
That's something every week. Once a week, we'll have to throw out something.
OMG. Ooh.
We have a couple of things that happened during this weekend. It's a lot going on. We are sending our prayers and well wishes as he's transitioning to our own Bishop Carlton Pearson. We love you, sir. There is not another one. There will never be another one.
Never.
One. It's you know what I mean. So we were just praying for Gina and his daughter, his son, and everyone close under his camp. We're praying Bishop Flunder, everybody. We're just praying for everybody and getting it together. So we love you, Bishop.
Yes, we do.
We sure will.
And the hell with all you folks that's talking crazy about Bishop.
Yeah. Somebody I heard somebody, one of our somebody have a show as well. They had mentioned they said something about something to the fact that he had strayed people away or something like that. Something to that effect.
He led people astray?
Yeah. And I was asking myself too. I was just like, how would I don't think so.
Because he said that God would forgive you on your deathbed.
Basically, so there's no hell. And I don't think people was laid astray by that comment. I think I don't think people were laid astray by that comment.
Yeah. Lord.
So it's
No one can lead you astray except for these pastors who sit up and have 50 million kids with the people in their church and do everything that they preach against. They do it 10 times over, steal the money. That's who lead folks astray. He didn't do any of that. He told you that God was a God of love and that God would forgive you. And I don't know why people don't think that when you're on your deathbed, you cannot ask God for forgiveness. When God was on the cross and he was about to die, and the man was on the cross next to him, did he not ask for God to forgive him?
right.
So what's any different than that situation? And that man he was about to die. But we say you going to hell. These churches, they banish you to hell for your thoughts, for what you do, but they're the main ones doing it. And he came from where God was, all about love, 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 saying that you can make it in there. You can make it into heaven. Everybody has the ability to make it into heaven. All you have to do is when you ask for forgiveness, be sincere.
Yeah.
Be real. Be not fake about it. Be sincere, and God's going to allow you in because he's a what? Forgiving God.
Yeah.
That's it right there. It's right there. It's in the word. People read the word. But we don't want to do that. We don't want to do that. Ooh, we don't want to do that. I just so disgusted when I saw the flyer about them trying to have a conversation. Don't use this great anointed man who half of y'all wouldn't have never had a conference if it wasn't for the conference that he started. You took his vision and ran with it because he was one of the first.
Yeah.
One of the first. And everybody else started having conferences for water, for tea, for coffee after that. But he had them packed in that arena. Packed in that arena before anybody else was doing it. And you can't fault him for looking at this thing because as you grow older, you evolve in life and you start to see things differently. When you was younger, you saw it one way. But as you begin to grow older and you mature, God will give you the vision and he will give you the clarity of what's really going on. And God began to speak to him. And that's what happened. And he began to see this thing because if we let these regular preachers, bishops, pastors, apostles, and all, they will lead us to hell because they'll have you so warped on what they think church is that you're screwed. And they'll have you'll never make it into heaven because of their shenanigans. But I'm going to leave that alone. Hey, Brenda. Everybody, Brenda's here. Say hi. Make sure you go out and support her event, which is coming up. I forgot to send Deshaun that flyer, but it is on our page. And it's almost sold out. So make sure you get in on that.
What is that?
Hold on. Hold the light. It's on our page. It's November 6th.
It can't be November 6th.
November 6th. Wait a minute. It is
Hey, Auntie Deb.
Oh Lord, I'm so it is December 1st.
Oh, she got it. The first.
December 1st. The Experience Gala from 6:30 to 10 at the First Presbyterian Church of Oakland. It is on our page, and I will share it into our story again so that you see it there. Make sure you can get over there and purchase your tickets. And boom, boom, boom. www.cljfoundation.com. Make sure you head over there and get that, and the flyer will be there for that. I guess I should announce this. Oh my God, so much going on. This life has been lifing, y'all. Life has been lifing. So
That's the information for Brenda's thing.
Yes, there it is. There it is. There it is. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Please get out and support our own Bay Area entrepreneurs, nonprofits, because Brenda has been doing the work for years. Get out and support. Stop sitting back and talking the talk, but be about it. Be about it. Get out there. Put your money where your mouth is. Get out there and support. Deshaun told me something the other day, and I really just have not been paying attention. Y'all know normally I am up on it, but we had a big win with the Democrats. And so I started researching into that, and it just amazed me that when the Republicans hear that people want to go against them, they try to warp it any kind of way, and they try to make these statements and make it seem like it's somebody else leading the way. No, the people have voted. And I said this time and time again, if you vote, things change. But if you don't vote on the local levels, you're never going to make it. It's just never going to make it, because you think you vote when there's a president, but you got to put the people in the place that are there daily and local. And that's the craziest thing, that I found this whole story about a town in Michigan where they voted out the entire board. The entire board. Everybody's gone. They voted in people who would listen and hear what they was doing. This is crazy.
A race that's sending shockwaves from one small town in Michigan all the way to China. Voters in a small Michigan township tossed out their entire town board last night. A locksmith was even brought in to change the locks on the ousted officials' former offices late night. They were voted out because they supported a controversial battery plant linked to the Chinese government. It is the latest dramatic chapter in a story News Nation's been covering for the last year. And News Nation's senior national correspondent Brian Enton joins us now from Michigan. You were here last night and said that they were going to change the locks if they managed to kick them all out, and they did.
Yeah, they changed the locks, Elizabeth. I think this is almost something Americans all over the country sort of fantasize about, booting out their local government if they don't like them and they're not getting the job done. Well, that's what happened here in Green Charter Township. We're in the town hall. It's very strange because the government is just gone. They all packed up yesterday. This was the supervisor's office. He took his desk, took a bunch of other stuff. It's empty now. The clerk's office down here, Elizabeth, where they do a lot of the town business, is just empty. The new board members are going to move in, get everything going, and they say one of their biggest priorities is stopping that project that's associated with China. There's a new government in Green Charter Township, Michigan, and they didn't waste any time changing the locks at the town hall. Residents ousted their entire town board last night, upset after they approved plans for a massive Chinese-affiliated electric vehicle battery plant.
I think they thought we were a bunch of local yokel rednecks that wouldn't do anything, and we were blessed with a crew that was very intelligent.
But it's been a long journey to this point. When we first arrived in Green Charter Township last year, residents were angry.
My family members fought communism. And you're bringing it right here.
Everybody's entitled to an opinion, and guess what China's is? They don't like us.
The township board was not answering our questions about secret deals with Chinese-affiliated company Goshen.
Mr. Jernstead, my name is Brian Enton. I'm a reporter with News Nation. With News Nation.
I don't know.
Do you have a contract with Goshen involving your land?
No comment.
Did you sell Goshen your land?
I don't know yet.
Despite the backlash from what seemed like almost everyone in the town, the board moved forward with the Chinese-affiliated project. What do you make of the Chinese connection?
Well, it's very disturbing because, for one, from the beginning, there's been a complete denial of the connection.
So why here? Why do you think?
I don't know, other than somebody must be benefiting from it.
That was Corey Rebo back in April. She had no experience in politics, but ran for clerk and won last night. What can you do now to stop the Goshen project?
We just plan on making it as difficult as possible for them to continue their process. They don't even they don't have a site plan. They don't have permits yet. So we're not their friend.
We reached out to Goshen this morning, Elizabeth. They say that they are a multinational company, that they don't believe in political posturing, and that they are still committed to bringing thousands of jobs here to the state of Michigan. So it's going to be interesting to see if that's really possible with an entirely new local government here in Green Charter Township. Elizabeth?
Right, but that doesn't negate any agreements that were signed before, does it? Or can they undo it all and cancel the whole thing, the new town board?
Yeah, that's really the big question. I mean, the former board signed the development agreement. The new board can cancel it. They can create new zoning laws. That could lead to a big lawsuit for this small town. Goshen could come back and sue them. Does Goshen really want to be in a place where they're not wanted? I mean, the voters spoke for themselves yesterday. We're just going to have to wait and see how it plays out.
I guess that depends on what the motivation is for Goshen. If it's there to make friends and do business, no, you don't want to be where you're not wanted. But if it's there to spy, as the FBI is worried that these companies are doing, that's another matter entirely. I mean, just to back up those folks in Green Mountain Township, the FBI is worried about what Goshen is doing as well. So, Brian Enton, great story, great reporting tonight.
That's like amazing. That is like, I'll send that to you. I will send it. I'll send it to you, Brenda.
Well, this is a town that took over their people, but also it's very dangerous not at least having someone knowing what's already transpired.
That part I do agree with.
You know what I mean? You shouldn't have got rid of everybody. You know what I mean? Because now you guys are going in like that girl. She ain't never ran for office at all. She don't even know what she's doing. And now she's the city. You know what I mean? That's dangerous. You know, and then what you did was put the rest of your town in danger now, because now they can have a lawsuit.
True that.
And take everything. You know what I mean?
True
it
that.
could be a long, drawn out lawsuit when it didn't have to be. You know what I mean? We're all not going to agree with things that happens in our city. We all not going to agree.
The people they put in place are people who are.
Well, we've seen already is one that don't have no experience, and you're the city clerk. The city clerk. That's important. That's just not a clerk. You're the city clerk.
Well,
that's an important position.
It's an important position, but then
you to go in there not even knowing, talking about and then you dumbass, you gave what y'all finna do on national news. You gave y'all whole. We're gonna just make it harder.
They give their, they get excited. They get excited.
But again, it's her experience. She has not.
They get excited.
You can be excited, but with your experience would tell you not to say anything, because that can be used against you in a lawsuit.
It can. It definitely can be used against you in a lawsuit.
You know what I mean? You've already told them, we're going to make it harder for them to get no permits.
Well, no, I think that was the news people who said that.
No, that was her. Should we go back? She said, we're going to make it harder.
Oh, she sure did. She sure did. That's right.
For them to even move forward.
She did. She did.
The new city clerk.
Well, she hasn't had any formal public speaking training yet.
No, and
she hasn't had anybody to coach her.
And that's the crazy part, because you've allowed somebody that ain't got no training. Oakland. Yeah. We're living it now.
Oh, Lord. Well, I thought the concept
is great, but you have to have some brilliance and some experienced people to be behind the concept and to move things forward. You're not going to be able to move things forward with a lawsuit. You're not going to be able to move things forward with people in there that don't know what the hell they're doing or what they're going. There's more than just this one project in that whole city.
Well, I'm hoping and praying.
You guys did let go everybody. The man then took his desk.
He took the desk. He took the desk. I'm out. He took the desk.
Peace. Like I'm taking my damn desk.
Green Town Dream Charter. How many people live in this town? So, Green Charter Township is in Michigan, and it is demographics 3,209 people, 1,247 households, 864 families. And so it's very small. 3,200 people.
So that can be a very small, dangerous situation.
That could be, it could be.
Because you're already a little small country town.
Already a little small country town. So it could.
So you got a whole lot of probably retirees.
It could go. It can go a different. Yeah, a lot of retirees. It can go a different way.
Yeah.
I'm just hoping that it's going to work out for the best for them. That's what I'm believing that it's going to work out well.
Already started off. Good luck.
Leave them alone. Leave them alone. They're going to do better. They're going to get better. I promise. They are. They're going to get better. They will. They got to. They got a little encouragement. But I will follow this more. I will keep looking at this and seeing how this portrays out.
I need you to make that, while I got you on here, I need you to make that video public.
Oh, shoot.
Please. Because the only reason why, because my cousin them, they just text me again. That's why I said. Nobody was there. Listen, thank you all for supporting my family. On last week, I lost my uncle a couple of weeks ago, my grandmother's son, my mother's brother. Thank you all for coming out Thursday in Sacramento. My Sacramento people, appreciate you all so much for coming out and supporting me. That meant the world to me. That meant to
public.
Is it? I wonder why they can't see it. Because she said they can't see it.
Anyone on or off Facebook, this lets anyone create reels with
public.
Yeah, it's public.
Okay, well, I don't know what they're doing there. So you guys, thank you. Of course, my brother was there. Of course, my godmother and god sister Wanda and Tanisha, my godmother Joanne and Jackie, and my family. My family came out in big numbers for my uncle. Continue to pray for my grandmother. She's still having a rough time. Pray for his kids and my mom. And just pray for all of us because we're still, now the grieving process can start. Thank you all for the ones that responded to my request to help us. Thank you. I cannot pay you enough. I'm going to say a big thank you next year on my page, but I just wanted to say it now since we mentioned it. So yes, thank you. Thank you. There's a couple of things coming up this weekend too. I'll be in Seattle next weekend for my godmother and godfather 40th pastoral anniversary. So that's big, and that's in Seattle. I'm going to have some fun out there for a little bit. And then there's a couple of things coming up after Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is here. Can you believe that? Like it is in what, a couple of weeks? A couple of weeks. Because hell, we're already in the second week of November, right?
It's here.
November. Where did October go?
The hell.
Like it just literally like left.
Yeah.
I can't even like. Yeah, it's.
I'm glad it's over.
Whole lot. So Thanksgiving is here. The holiday season is here, you guys. We are officially in the holiday season, and listen. Yes, we're in the holiday season, so we're gonna plan our Christmas party. We're gonna probably have to do it after Christmas because hell, Terrence is booked them weekends. I'm booked some weekends, and yeah, I can't come to Brenda thing because I'll be in DC on the 1st of December. I'm going to celebrate Uncle Richard's 75th birthday celebration, Richard Smallwood. So I'll be there on November 30th through December 3rd. So yeah, so I'm not going to be able to come to that. But I'm sure it's going to be a grand event. So you guys go get your ticket. Go get your ticket. Go get your ticket. Brenda was our guest last week.
Yes.
She was our guest last week while I was out.
You still can watch the show.
So you go back and watch. Listen, throughout it's been a long time that I went to a concert and enjoyed every last person. Like the concert was very, very, very good. Thank you to my boy Ty Tribbett, my brother, and my big bro Kelvin for the tickets. I appreciate you guys so much. Great seats. So me and my sis, we had a great time. It was really, really good. The concert was good. Karen, them girls, them Clark sisters, and Israel and Ty, he had an injury, but he still did his thing like he does. And my Mrs. Carl Kurt, of course, and Tamala Mann, she was good. And David, she was good as well. Always good. I like how they had everything. Everybody was mixed up. Everybody who just didn't do just one set and didn't leave off. They mixed everybody up. And everybody sat there and sung each other's songs and stuff like that. So it was really, really.
That's how a concert should be.
Yeah, it was like a really, really family affair type. They had like 20 minutes of their own that they did like 3 or 4 songs, but in the beginning they all came together, sung each other's songs in the middle and at the end. So it was really, really good how they intertwined and had all that set up. It kept everybody on their toes. So it was a really, really good concert. I left at 11 o'clock. It started at 7. It did. I left at 11, and they were still singing. Like, so they gave you whatever y'all spent on it. They gave y'all money because it was definitely a concert, and the Coliseum was packed. It was a lot of people there. A lot of people there. So, shout out to Kurt and the Clarks and all of them. Shout out to everybody that was a part of that production, whoever spearheaded it and put their mind together to do something that was very smart. It was very smart, and it was good. It was very, very good.
And stay tuned for Deshaun's version of a similar thing coming soon.
You know what I'm going to do? I have something up my sleeve. I was at the gym the other day. I've been working out.
Like crazy.
And coming home, eating peanuts. And my trainer got on me so bad today. He said, Deshaun, I've been giving you extra stuff to do. So you should have lost at least 10, 15. Like, what are you eating when you get home? And I'm like, I wake up, I eat peanuts. When I come home from the gym, I eat peanuts. He said, Deshaun, that's a lot of calories. And they're not good if you're eating them. You can't do that. That's why I don't see any results. Hey, sis. So this nigga, I was on the treadmill for a whole hour at a 15 incline, 3.5 speed. Then I thought I was done. So I walk over there and I'm like, okay, I'm done. He's like, oh, no, you're not. He had me get back on the treadmill. I had to run for 2 minutes, walk for a minute, run for 2 more minutes. So I had to do that for 30 minutes. When I tell you, so guess what? And the day is not over because at 9 o'clock he's going to meet me at the gym before I can do part 2. So we're going to literally be doing. He wants me to do 2 times a day for the next 2 weeks. I can do it, and I don't. Anybody know? Y'all already know I'm a gym. I'm there.
Gym bunny.
And now that I know what the problem was, because I was sitting up here and I said, why am I so stuffed when I'm eating these peanuts? And why I feel so full? And why I feel so heavy? It's the peanuts. And I'm eating bags.
Oh, Lord.
I'm just sitting in the bed just eating peanuts. Doing all this work for nothing.
Mm-mm.
Oh yeah, that was just little health. Don't eat a lot of peanuts.
Health moment. Don't eat a lot of peanuts. Lord.
Please don't.
Well, look, let's send a shout out to my fam.
Oh,
The SAG.
who?
SAG and AFTRA, the Actors Union, has reached a
Oh,
tentative deal.
yeah.
And it has been a long time coming.
Yeah.
So that should be settled. It should be reached. People can go back to work. We can get our shows back on TV because we've been missing a lot of stuff, y'all. A lot of people have not worked. A lot of people have gone into their extra savings accounts, the extra savings account, and the extra savings account. And some people have lost their homes.
Yeah.
Some people have lost their cars. So if you think, oh, it's just the actors and they can do whatever. No, everybody doesn't make money in this industry. Everybody doesn't make money in this industry because everybody ain't walking around being the lead actor. There's a lot of people that are the walk-ons, and there's a lot of
pay level.
Say it again.
Everyone is on a different pay level.
Everybody is on a different pay level.
At the same pay level.
And with Netflix and with the streaming services, it's almost a penny is what people are getting paid for residuals. A penny.
And you have to realize too, because they're not even doing. You can stay at home and watch the movies now.
There you go.
A brand new movie that just came out. You can stay at home and watch it.
Brand new.
They've made it that new.
So hopefully that will change some things and get us back. And
trying to get our score before I can give it to y'all, but they ain't showing it.
Lord. My phone always asks me if I want the scores on there.
I
don't know. Does everybody remember Breonna Taylor?
Oh, it's 13-23. We got to come on, Warriors.
13-23. I know everybody remembers Breonna Taylor. She was murdered by the cops in Kentucky, and the attorney general at that time was a black man who was a Republican named Daniel Cameron. He chose not to do anything. The police were not arrested. They were at the wrong home, and they killed her in her house, having a shootout. Just ridiculous. He did not press any charges. Well, vindication has come. Not for the family, because they're never going to get their daughter back, their cousin, their loved one. That's never going to happen. But for those of us that was really upset with the district attorney, the police, and all of that, vindication came because Daniel Cameron got unseated, and he is out.
And I'll say this from a family member from a family that got a few murders. When they catch the person, and the person, you know what I mean, when things like that happens, it's you get some kind of relief.
But it's not true vindication.
But it is actually. It is. It is. You have to look at it in a way that no, they're not going to come back, but at least that person's not going to be able to hurt somebody else. You know what I mean? Good night, sis.
Good night, Jerry. Hope you feel better soon.
I'll call you tomorrow and check on you. But yeah, so that's good. And see, that's the power of voting.
Voting. There it is, y'all. We can't make it no real. Yeah, we cannot make it no real. Voting is, if you get out there and vote, things will change, whether you want to accept it or not. And he was so wrong about how it went down. He was wrong all the way around. There was never anything right about him from the jump. Didn't like him at all. Did not like him at all. And so Ohio, Virginia, and oh my God, one more place. Ohio, Virginia. Old age is creeping in, y'all. It's creeping in. Abortion rights was protected, and they passed in different places. Were you able to get that video for the from Jake Taper?
You told me the last video. And that's what I did. Look at your text message.
Yeah, I know it's in between. You skipped over.
I
You
didn't.
skipped over.
You said you read your text message.
Are you able to grab this last clip? It was Jake Taper.
No, it wasn't. The last clip you sent me was the town's vote out its entire that's right above that. Can we play that?
Oh, see that's what I'm saying. It didn't come that way.
Oh, okay. That's the way it came to me. That's why I was like, oh, okay.
Okay. I'm like, huh? So if y'all don't, if you watch CNN, there is a news reporter named Jake Taper, and he had Representative Mike Turner, who is from Ohio, and they just voted to have abortion. You know, we all on this kick. It's a woman's body. I'm gonna say this, and I've said it many times. Any man, you have no right to tell no woman to do with their body what they want to do. You have no rights. It's not your body. And I get so frustrated when it comes to especially someone who has been raped. And you tell this person now they have to carry this full term. So you don't understand the trauma that you're putting on them, the mental trauma, everything. Then on top of that, okay, so say it's somebody who there is strong Christian values and they don't give it up the child. They feel like they're going to have to take care of the child. We saw it happen where the woman got raped and she didn't believe in giving up the child, and she took the child to full term, had the baby, and the man who raped her, who was sitting in jail, sued her for joint legal custody of the child, and the judge awarded him joint custody. Now, if I ain't never heard some shenanigans in my life, that's it. So she now has to take the child to see this person in jail. What was the judge thinking? But Representative Mike Turner, when this passed, he said that voted. He said the people that voted based on non-Ohioans, so people who wrote the bill and everything that passed in the Senate. He said it was based on people who were not from Ohio, and so Jake Taper said, but 7 times out of 7, Ohio has voted to say that they wanted this, and he kept saying the people don't know what they want. But they voted 7 times in favor of abortion rights. Not 1 vote, not 2 votes, not 3 votes, not 4, not 5, not 6. They voted all the way to 7. And that's what's really frustrating, that you sit here in this position, but you don't want to listen to the people. They voted. This wasn't about nobody from non-Ohio. The people of Ohio voted to say, we want abortion rights.
Right.
And you're the person sitting in the position saying, oh, that's not what they wanted.
Right.
And I'm just sitting here like, it's so many people that continue to sit in power, and you're not listening to what the people want. You're doing what you want to do. And y'all know how I feel about this one, because right when I was looking at this, the commercial came on for Barbara Lee. y'all forgive me on this one, and y'all you can say what you want to call it, but Barbara Lee, and I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna continue to say this. You are not the person to take the seat. I love Dianne Feinstein, but she should have retired a long time ago. What you guys are doing is a disservice to the people, because we need to force more young people to stand up and get into this, or find the young people who are willing to get out there and fight the fight. You can't be 80, 90 years old sitting up there trying to fight, because your thoughts are still based on a certain way. Young people, they have the ability to change, and they have the ability to work together. What we see now is the Democrats don't want to work with the Republicans. Now the Republicans don't even want to work with each other. You're too old. And it's not about ageism. You're just stuck in your ways. And when you're stuck in your ways, nobody can move forward. And so Barbara Lee got her little commercial out, and she's going for this position. And you're showing pictures back when you fought to be broke the barrier when they didn't have black cheerleaders. And she became the first black cheerleader wherever. That's what she put in her commercial. Well, I'm fine and dandy, and I'm happy that you did that. But we're not in that space fighting for first anymore. We're fighting for equality for everybody. It's not about just for you being the first black person to be a cheerleader in that school. It's equality for all. And saying, oh, well, I may not agree with this, but if this is what the people want, I'm here to support the will of the people. Not what I say goes, not what I think goes, or not what all of me and my friends who are in their 60s, 70s, 80s say, and we're going to keep it this way because they don't know no better. They're too young. How do you know? The young people that are now, this generation is not the generation of the past. It's a whole different generation. And there are people out there that are stepping up. What's her name? What's the girl? Ocasio, the woman that's in the Senate, okay, from New York. She's young and she's trying to step up, but you guys continue to block the way because you only want your people in there. And that's why I say we should also have term limits. If you got term limits for presidents, why do you not have term limits for senators? You shouldn't be able to be in there 80, 90 years. And when you don't want to sign a bill, you shut down the government and the people don't get paid, but you guys have some.
Well, there is term limits. They just keep getting revoted.
No,
there's term limits.
Remember, after 2 terms of being a president, you can't be the president ever again.
But what I'm saying is for senates, they just keep getting revoted in. But there is a term limit. There's term limits. They just keep getting revoted in over and over and over.
But then after 2, just like I say, you can only be the president twice. You only get 2 terms as a president. So there's no term limit if you can keep getting voted in.
Yes, it is. That means, again, people have to.
We have to change the wording. We got to change the wording.
What wording?
Because term limits, like the term limit for the president, you only can be 2 term limits.
No, you don't have to. No. There is a term limit for senates, and there's a term limit for Congress. There is a term limit for president. There is a term. You don't have to change the word term limit because term limits is term limits. When you vote for a president, they only have up to 4 years. It is the people's choice to vote them in again. Now, if they do a consecutive 2 years, that's it. With senates, they have 6 years, I believe, every 6 years, if I'm not mistaken.
Mitch McConnell been a senator longer than we've been.
What I'm saying is each term is 6 years, if I'm not mistaken. It's more than 2 years. So it has
100 years. He's 100 years old.
His people like him.
But if there was term, there was term, he would be out.
Senators are elected to a 6-year term. So they have 6 years to get somebody else if they don't like them. And they don't. They sit there and let these same people be in office.
But see, that's not a term limit, because if
It
there
is
was
a
a
term
term, be
limit.
out.
No, it is a term limit.
He has been in office. When did this man go into office? His first time going into office. Freaky Frodo. You gotta be kidding me. He been in there that long?
Because people keep voting for him.
What's this say? He was the acting. He was
So how
the
long has
act.
he been in office?
So it's kind of saying he went in 1985.
So he's been 85, 91, 97, 97, 2006, 2012. So about not even he's been in office probably seven terms, 7 8 terms. Because his people keep voting for him. There is no reason why that man should still be in office. Why? Because his people keep voting
But
for him.
there's no term limit. You can
Yeah.
only do 2 terms as the president. After your 2 term, regardless, you're out. You can never run for the presidency again. So if it's 4 and 4, that's 8 years. After 8 years, you're gone.
That's for the president. Everything is different.
That's what I'm saying. We need term limits for senators.
You don't. You just need somebody to get your ass out there and vote. And the people are not voting. There are term limits. Each term is 6 years.
So you're
Now,
not,
if your people decide to sit up there and vote you in another 6 years, that's them.
but see, you're missing what I'm saying when I
No,
say
you're missing what I'm because
if it's
you're
only
saying
8 years, you can't be voted in again.
that's for you didn't did you go to did you really pay attention to school, how everything was broken down in government?
If I'm saying that they need to make it just like the presidency,
They don't need to make it like the president. That's two different offices. No, they don't.
yes,
They don't.
because then you would not have these people in there 80, 90 years old, because they would have to be moved out, transitioned out.
If that is the case, their term limits will be short. Because the president only gets 4 years, they get 6 each term. The president only has 4 years a term.
Right. And he only gets to do it twice.
With Republicans and with Democrats and with senators and with Congress people. They can do it as long as they want, as long as people are voting them in.
Because there's no limit of how long they can be in there, but there it is. There it is. So he's been in there too long, and it needs to be changed where it's crazy. It really is freaking crazy.
I'm not going to say that because Nancy is fine. She was fine. She was just she was in her right mind. She still was running things. Things was running smooth. We had no problems. She still was on top of her game at the age she was at. She was just wise enough to retire.
Oh,
but I'm not going to say that she wasn't. She's like 82, 83. Before she's Mitch people, they love him. That's why they keep voting his ass in. So what state is he in?
Mitch McConnell is in. Oh Lord, where is this man at? Mitch McConnell. Kentucky.
So Kentucky loves Mitch McConnell.
Oh, he's where Cameron was. Wow.
Didn't they just get a new governor?
Oh, did they?
I think so.
No. Governor Andy Berkshire wins re-election.
Oh, they love those people out there. So that's what you're gonna get. We as Americans just have to deal with it because we don't know how to vote. These small little votes counts. These little city little votes count, and they don't really push them or say anything about them.
Oh no, they did. Because Andy beat Daniel.
He got they have a new governor, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Andy.
thought so.
He is a Democrat.
Yeah, I thought so.
He beat Daniel Cameron. Yes.
I thought so.
That clip says something else when I was reading it.
Yeah, I thought they had a new one.
And that's what I don't understand. It says Governor Andy Berkshire wins re-election. How do you win re-election if you just beat out? It wasn't re-election. That's deceiving.
Because he was never the governor.
Exactly. So how do you say wins re-election?
Yeah, that's not.
News didn't catch that.
Yeah, that's not cool. Yeah. Listen, y'all go vote.
Please vote.
We got a good probably 10 more years with some of these people. Unfortunately.
He's 45 years old. He's young.
These little city votes, these little votes on governor and senates, and they count. They really, really count. So you guys got to do these votes, these little mayor votes. Like, come on, y'all. We gotta do what we gotta do. And like I said, Democrats had a good night last night. They had a good night.
Well, we need it. Oh my God. So many times do we need it.
Yeah, we had a good night.
I don't know. Andy Berkshire. I probably ain't saying the name right because I'll butcher up a name. Yes, I will. I will butcher and jack up your name. It's not intentional. Trust me, it's not intentional. That is crazy. That is crazy. Then, what else? There was something else that just happened. Oh, I knew I was supposed to be announcing something. Jesus. On October 26th, you guys, I am having a mixer for the Paso Robles event. It is going to be in Alameda at 5 p.m. at Wakiria. I probably said that wrong too, which is our Black-owned tasting room. Black-owned tasting room with a woman as the Black woman as the wine maker. 100% fully Black-owned tasting room and with a Black wine maker, African American woman. So we will be having our mixer there. So if you have any questions about going to Paso Robles, this is a great time for you to come on out. You'll get to meet other people that are going, and we're going to have a great time. I'm looking forward to Paso Robles.
When is that?
That is December 15th, the third weekend of December.
No, when is the mixture?
Oh, the mixer is October 26th.
November 26th.
Oh, excuse me, November, Jesus.
I'm
still in October because it went so fast.
He told us the thing was November 6th.
See, I'm telling y'all, I'm still in October. I'm there. It's so much going on. Please keep my family in your prayers as we bury Deshaun's uncle. The next day, my uncle died. And so I was kind of just worried about what was going on because you also know that my little cousin died. And I've been so worried about that. And I didn't want the funerals to end up on the same day. That worked out. My little cousin's funeral is going to be on Tuesday of the next week. And then on Friday, I will be heading to Los Angeles to go and bury my uncle. So keep my family in your prayers. Keep Deshaun's family in your prayers. Life is life. That's all I can say.
Our sister Nicole Butler, she lost her grandmother yesterday.
Life is life.
It was her grandmother's 93rd birthday, and she passed away that morning. She was up and then went to sleep, and yeah. So let's keep Nicole in prayer, her and her mom and her family and everybody. It's the holidays, so let's cover everybody.
And let's end on a high note.
If you're suffering with depression during this holiday, please reach out to us. Reach out to us. Don't be by yourself. If you don't have any family, I'm not doing much for Thanksgiving, but please reach out to us. I'm cooking a little bit, but reach out. You ain't got to be by yourself. You do not have to be by yourself this holiday.
You don't. So you guys remember there was a woman who rented a room or a side of a house on an Airbnb, and she extended off of the Airbnb, and that lady has been in that house for 571 days. 571 days. Well, she moved out the house the other day. So the landlord,
Almost 2 years.
Yes. She owes $58,000 in back rent. She stayed in this house and she said she didn't pay rent because the landlord was not fixing anything. Well, you extended the stay of what it was supposed to be, and then you just stopped paying rent. That's not how that works. You didn't do any steps to say, hey, this is broken.
The Airbnb people couldn't do nothing about it?
They couldn't do anything because the owner of the house extended her stay off of Airbnb. It wasn't on the app. That's where he lost everything from the Airbnb. She said the reason why she stopped paying rent is because he wasn't fixing stuff in the house, and then because he was harassing her.
So she thought she was really written.
Yeah. She thought she was about to live her best life. So you got the house is in Los Angeles and it's in the hills. You got this fabulous view. You just wanted to live rent free because what we found out, this wasn't her first time. She had done this in somebody else's Airbnb. And I said, see, you got the wrong one. Catch one of us black folks with an Airbnb. Oh, you getting out. If we got to pull you out, dragging, or I'm going to light that hole on fire, and you're going to come out. You're going to come out one way or another. And once you come out, I'm locking the door, and you can stand out in the middle of the street and look crazy. But people, stop taking advantage of people. If you don't want to be an adult, go to some little small Hickville town, get you an RV, live in that RV in the middle of nowhere. But stop coming into the main city and thinking that people owe you something.
Yeah.
Nobody owes you anything. This man worked hard to get his property, and now you done set up there all this time. And I'm sure he had a plan. I'm gonna rent it out this much, this will cover this bill. I rent out this much, it'll cover it. Because most of the time when people Airbnb, they're trying to pay off their bills.
Yeah.
571 days. And she wouldn't leave the house because she knew if she left the house. So what the hell did you do in that house for 571 days?
Well, she had water, she had food. They make it real easy for you. Just get everything now.
Because she ordered everything. Yeah. They brought everything to her. But
and she had the money to do it.
Had the money to do it.
Working from home.
She had a full-time job, working from home, and making money. That don't child. I would have taken you out. I would have drugged you out kicking and screaming. You would not have had no peace. I would have put a speaker right at the window by the door, and I would have been bumping hard rock metal music. Oh, you coming out. So the owner said he was sitting in his house and 3 men walked up and started walking, and he said he thought it was a home invasion. So he called the police. When the police came, he found out that they were movers. And he said she went in there, took everything out. He said the police stayed there. He said as soon as she took everything out, he took that lock off that door, and he had the people come change the locks immediately. So then they're saying now there's a possibility that she could still possibly continue to live there. But no, the lawyer said no. Once she walked off that property and he changed them locks, you're out. Yeah. And I'm like, stop trying to do, folks, please, y'all. But I said, you lived your best life, $58,000 worth. I hope it was worth it.
And she'll never pay it.
Oh, yep. And he said he's still fighting her. He's still taking her to court. He's still taking her to court.
He's gonna waste more money. He's gonna waste more money going to court.
Exactly. He is going to waste more money. And I just it's crazy.
Yeah. Listen, I'm gonna end with this. I know we can talk about her next week, but I was so happy to see my big bro on stage last night with somebody that he used to be the MD of. Like the joy of him playing, the joy that he had on his face, you can just tell that it was a relief to him. So Lauryn Hill was here in Oakland last night, and my bro Jamie used to be the MD for her 25 years ago. So this is what happened last night.
We toured this album, and we had some incredible musicians. And in this area is a particular musician who comes from a very, very rich legacy of musicianship, of spirituality. And this young brother led my band 25 years ago. And according to Lanisha, not only did he share with them musically, but he also taught them about life, how to take care of themselves on the road. My brother, it's been a long time since I've seen you. I know life has hit you with some surprises. Grateful for you. This is Mr. Jamie Hawkins, y'all. Extraordinary musician, extraordinary person. We lift prayers for you and your family. This is a legendary Hawkins family. We're that Jamie Hawkins. You see some people you recognize on stage. There's Lanisha. Lanisha's on the stage. Yeah. It's all right. That's all right. But I know you don't have any as a mind. I wish you could just jump on the piano. I know that's embarrassing. I shouldn't do that. I know I shouldn't do that. Next show? I don't know. You sure you don't just want to go over there? I'm going to say, just go over there by the keyboard. There's several keyboards upstairs. You can just go by any keyboard. Listen, Jamie, hold on, Jamie, this way, Jamie, this way. Gentlemen, you're gonna have to share. The bad boy, Jamie Hawkins. Y'all make some noise for Jamie Hawkins, who's now gonna join a song, and he doesn't even know what song he's joining. Isn't he fabulous? He doesn't know what he's playing. But with faith and love, Dan, you play along with them and you show them the changes, okay? But you know this one, Jamie. At least the spirit of it you know, okay? So, I tell people all the time about how much I loved old music. And when I say older music, right? I was in love with these 45 records, these albums from my parents that I collected. I used to play, all right? I used to play things like Curtis Mayfield and Impressions. I'm so proud, right? So all this music, I mean, just bless my heart, bless my heart. I was a young elementary school student who fell in love with this old soul music. I guess it was because I was an old soul myself. When it was time for me to make music, it was time for me to make a record, I wanted to fuse that sound with the contemporary sound that I like to these classics. And that gave birth to music like this one right here. Like that. Bring that piano up, bring it up and up. Bring that piano up, bring it up, bring that piano up. Bring it up. Yo, Oakland! Check it. If you feel real good, put your hands in the air. Let's go shout in the atmosphere. Let's go. Yo, bring that piano. Yeah. 3 weeks you've been looking for your friend. Why you the hater and never called you again? Remember when he told you he was about to make some.
Yes. Just to see my bro up there doing his thing.
What's up, Tay?
What's going on, bro? Just to see him doing his thing, it made me happy. He's been going through so much.
I gave her a little pass because of that clip. But I'm gonna drag you next week. But
we're talking. We're gonna enjoy. We're gonna end with a high note this week.
What's
up, bro?
It blessed my soul.
Listen. Congratulations. I'll call you. I'm gonna text you.
What you congratulating for?
I'll tell him later. Yeah, I'll text you, bro. But
congratulations.
Lauren blessed me for blessing Jamie. Like that meant that was a lot. And for him to just be in his element, like him gigging on the piano, that was dope. That was dope. So big up, Lauren. Bro, I love you, man. And that's our show for this evening. We have enjoyed you guys. Thank you for giving us your time this evening, and we will see you on next Wednesday. Peace.
Peace out.